Remember the Inuyasha project? Well, another project just launched from their launchpad called Clifford Inu. So I'm super excited because obviously it's coming from Inuyasha Launchpad. We love projects that are associated with Inuyasha. I think Inuyasha is a great team. Obviously, I've done a developer interview with them. I think everything that they're doing is great. And obviously, any project associated with them, I think is awesome and something I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on. So today, I'm super excited to talk about Clifford Inu. Maybe you guys have heard about this project. Maybe you guys haven't, but I'm super excited to just review everything going on in this project. And of course, at the end, teach you guys how to be involved if you guys choose to do so. So let's go. Clifford Inu. So here we're on the website at cliffordinu.io. Meet Clifford Inu, the dog token that never stops burning, never stops eating, and then I think it says never stops growing. So I've looked at this too long. So Clifford Inu is a highly deflationary token on Ethereum blockchain that never stops pumping through the use of true deflationary techniques and further income generation. So we'll talk all about this, how to buy, read the Whitepaper, view burns. Again, if you're a fan of Inuyasha projects, you'll definitely be a fan of this one. I think they have a great launch pad. Definitely, they do their work on making sure that they partner with the best teams, partner with the best projects. And like I said, anything literally coming out from there, remember, Guzzler came out from there and Guzzler is going crazy. So definitely going to keep my eye on Clifford. And I think you guys should too. But let's just jump right into it now. What the heck is this project all about? So Clifford is a highly deflationary token on Ethereum blockchain that never stops pumping through the use of true deflationary techniques, which we'll talk about. One of the main issues cryptocurrency projects faces is a lack of long-term volume. And they're looking to solve this by investing a percentage of the market wallet into yield-bearing assets. So we'll talk about that, thereby increasing the profile of the project and attracting new investors. So really cool. And I think they have a great team behind this, obviously coming from the launchpad. That's a smart move on their part. Clifford not only grows inwards, but outwards as well. He'll not only be growing through buying the Cliff supply, but will be using a portion of the marketing funds to create his own investment portfolio. Clifford will be investing in blue chip NFTs, stablecoin staking, big and medium altcoins, yield farming, the occasional high risk, high reward play. So this is kind of like one of the newer things coming up in the cryptocurrency space. I've talked a lot about projects that do this. They all go by like different names or different titles, but essentially where a certain percentage is allocated to the project and then they use those funds to invest into something that they think is going to do well, whether it could be another project, it could be NFTs, it could be literally anything. It could be just be yield farming, but that's a way for them to grow rather than just having this, huge wallet of maybe marketing development or something like that. They want to allocate that to something that's growing, an asset that's growing, and then obviously kick that back into their ecosystem so that keeps growing as well. So that's what they say here. Profits will be reinvested to Clifford as well as developing our project. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Like if there was I'm just giving an example. If there's a project out there that's allocating a bunch into development wallet and they end up getting $1 million development wallet, is it the best to have it sit there? Or $1 million sitting in a wallet? Obviously they're using that, but what are they using $1 million for? So in this example, it's better to invest, maybe take not all of it, obviously take half for your development fees, but take that other half and invest it into literally things like this. That's what you guys do. You don't keep your money in your bank accounts. You want to invest it. Obviously not financial advice, do your own research, but I do think it's a great way to grow, especially since all these things, blue chip NFTs, stable coin staking, big, medium altcoins, yield farms have been all doing great this year. So I think it's definitely a great thing to keep an eye on. And obviously they're experts in investing and know how to grow portfolios. So why not use their expertise? And it's kind of an extra benefit for being a part of this project. So buying tax, liquidity 10%, marketing 4%, dev fee 1%, selling tax 14% liquidity, 5% marketing, 1% dev fee. I love when selling taxes are higher than buying taxes. I think it's definitely cool. So let's look at what happened. So roadmap, token launch, which happened already. First automatic burn, listed on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, set burn time frames with holders, marketing campaign rollout, use cases revealed, acquisitions, and then goal. If you guys want to buy this, it's called Cliff, and it's Clifford Inu. Make sure you're grabbing the contract from the website. This is on the Ethereum network. So you're using Uniswap, swapping ETH for Cliff. Obviously, after you do your research, we'll check them out, how they look like on DEX Tools in a second. But here's a quick start guide, and I appreciate them including a guide on here for you guys to in case you forgot, I mean, I forget sometimes too. Create a MetaMask wallet, send ETH to your wallet, connect your wallet to Uniswap, swap ETH for Clifford. And then here's the community. Our community is going stronger by the day. Follow our community. I mean, their community has grown actually pretty big. You guys will be impressed about how big they are. But let's check out some of the stuff going on. We'll read through their Whitepaper and then obviously check out some stuff and obviously check out the chart right now. So here's their white paper. This is their logo. It's funny. Clifford Inu, best tokenomics. So let's go through this. So this is how it works, and I really appreciate this thing. How it works: user swaps ETH for Cliff, or vice versa on Uniswap and gets tax liquidity fee. Cliff uses this liquidity to acquire tokens over time. So Cliff buys 10%, 10% of buys. Cliff sells 15%. LP pool, LP burns. Remove ETH and Cliff tokens from pool to buy tokens with them and burn them. Pump. Slow and steady pump. So really cool, really interesting feature. Automatic true burns at a set time frame. So one of the unique features has been coding to grow Cliff through the contract, taking a small percentage of liquidity from the pool, buying back tokens, and feeding the big red dog. Obviously, if you don't know who Clifford is, I mean, obviously it's this token, but Clifford is a famous children's book, Big Red Dog, where he's this red dog and he just keeps growing over time. And that's kind of what they were inspired by to name it after this, but also their tokenomics, where they just want to keep this growing over time. And what they've implemented sounds like a great idea that I haven't heard before. So other projects take note. Manual burns when liquidity is oversaturated. Stable liquidity pool. There's a 10% liquidity tax that goes straight to the Cliff, to the dead address to ensure Cliff gets less volatile over time, and a 4% tax fee is applied on sales. Anti-whale. Max wallets restricted to 0.5%. Marketing incentive, 4% marketing and on buys, 5% marketing on sales. Security, contract been audit. Again, this has gone through the Inuyasha Launchpad. That's kind of the reasons why we feel really safe and secure about this, is because they vet their stuff. Inuyasha experts vet everything that goes through there. They make sure that they're finding great projects, but also great safe projects, which is awesome. That's how come anything that comes out of that Launchpad, I'm immediately drawn to it, and that's why I wanted to talk about this project today. Cool. So use case. Tax on project hosts have been shown to create strong communities due to members appreciating the benefits gained through the use of collected taxes. However, these taxes need to stay at a level to have an impact and advance the project. True. Yeah, a lot of times people are just like 10% and then they just allocate 10% wherever they feel like, but they've actually put a lot of thought and effort into this, and I appreciate that. Our solution for this is use percentage of tax accrued to acquire investments for future DAO. Like I said, you don't want the money sitting there. I bet you in other projects, the money just sits there. You want to use those investments for something to grow, and whatever that is, like if there's a project, I'm giving you an example again. I don't know if it's a good example, but like Metaverse is hot right now, and Metaverse tokens are hot right now. And so projects that were made, let's say like a year ago, where Metaverse, I mean, technically exists, but nobody really knew about it. There wasn't a lot of tokens. Now it'd be good to put money into that. Obviously not financial advice, because that is something that's doing well really right now, and it's a good investment because they're continuing to grow. I think a project a year ago wouldn't have the, the percentage of their tokenomics to be allocated for the investments for things like that. So having this percentage of taxes be allocated for all future investments, and kind of like a blanket thing of like, okay, we're all in future investment, anything that's good, NFTs, Metaverse, we're going to try to invest into that because we know that that's going to grow. That's what's hot right now, and we think it's a good investment. But projects that didn't have that freedom to do that because they didn't have the allocation a year ago can't do that. So having that percentage to stay, versatile on things that they invest on, I think is really important. And I think it's really smart to protect, like I said, the future growth. They're not just thinking about now and tokenomics now. How can they protect themselves and make this good for the long term? So I think it's really good. And of course, they said they're going to give a portion of marketing to buying books for children's charity. So cool. If you guys want to check it out, obviously they have more information on their website. Here's what it looks like on DEX Tools. So 8,249 holders, 72 million, kind of crazy. Obviously they have some really great growth. This launched like a week or two ago, maybe over a week ago. They had some growth. Obviously crypto was down, but crypto is coming back up. But again, if this is the first time hearing about this project, definitely check it out. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it for sure. I think that it has really great potential. They've been listed on a lot of great places. they're going to continue to grow, and I'm super excited that this project came out of Inuyasha. I'm going to keep you guys updated as much as possible. I think the project come out of there is great. I would definitely say if you're interested in this project, definitely check out Inuyasha and their Launchpad and see all the great, in case you haven't seen my 10 other videos about Inuyasha, that I think it's a great thing for you guys to check out and learn about the Launchpad and type of projects that come out of there, because I do think that it will even, encourage you even more to jump into this project. So that's Clifford Inu. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Follow them on Telegram. Follow them on Twitter. Oh, we forgot to jump to Twitter. Oh, this is what I said. 6,200 members on Telegram. The community is huge. Clifford Inu _IO. Deflationary token with investments into blue chip entities for an extra boost. They talk about all about this. A lot of exciting things happening. Obviously, they're talking about Guzzler because Guzzler also came from Inuyasha. So, anything that is Inuyasha, people are hyped about. Guzzler, Cliff, etc. So, really cool. They have a lot of people talking about this for sure, and I just can't wait to learn more about this. I put $800 in Clifford Inu, then went up to 9K all-time high. I didn't sell it, and it went back to not 3K, and it didn't blink because this is the best buyback system in crypto. Moon is inevitable. So really cool. I think a lot of people are happy about this. Obviously good tokenomics, and a lot of people are just excited about what's to come. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this as much as possible. That's Clifford Inu. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.